So, esteemed audience knows that I never torture my guests by making them sit through me summarizing either their biography or their book. How painful for you. So if you would give esteemed audience an overview of your background, and we'll go from there.
Oh boy, I'm also really bad at summarizing my own stuff. I didn't like pitching it, talking about it even. So I write a series called The Last Kids on Earth. I write a series called Eerie Elementary. I write a series called Galactic Hot Dogs, which is a trilogy that I finished. I read a current ongoing series called Mr. Shivers, which is a spooky short story collection. I've written 2 adult zombie novels, both of which were sort of in the style of the old Choose Your Own Adventure books, but not called that, because if I call it that, lawyers show up at my house. And let's see, and I sort of got started writing, as a job, writing activity books and journal books and sticker books for all sorts of stuff, but a lot of sort of Cartoon Network shows, tie-in stuff like that. Yeah. So that's me.
One book that jumped right out to me off your bibliography was Charlie Sheen, Vatican Assassin Warlock.
Oh my god, that one I forgot about. That was, I'm trying to think of where that even exists, if anywhere. I think it's on ebook somewhere you can download. I wrote that with a coworker of mine when I worked in book publishing. Is how I got into writing books. Is I worked in book publishing, and so we would sit around and just kind of come up with ideas for stuff and try to sell book ideas. And nobody had any interest in that, but we wrote it ourselves over like a weekend, and I think we put it up on Amazon or something. I forget. It was it's like a short story back when he was going nuts the first time, all about his drinking tiger blood and stuff. It's about it's a story what happened to him while he was shooting Platoon, and he actually, and it's like he basically gets lost on the set and ends up in this weird situation where he gets an infusion of tiger blood and becomes a superhero. It's very bizarre. I've not read that in at least 12 years. Yeah.
I love that it's still out there and widely available, just because you're becoming, or if not already, a household name with The Last Kids on Earth and the Netflix series and the video game and all of that. I love that Charlie Sheen's still out there. Don't let your art die.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it's some important art the world would miss.
Charlie Sheen being nuts, unfortunately, is probably going to go on being relevant for several more years.
Yeah, seriously.
So